The Amityville Horror starts off in 1974 at the DeFeo household in Amityville, New York, with Ronald DeFeo Jr. unaliving his entire family. A year later, George and Kathy Lutz prospect a home for their family to live in and end up buying the house. Later, Father Delaney comes looking for the family who are playing by the lakeside and decides to start blessing the house. Unfortunately, the increasingly hot room swarm with flies and monstrous voice yelling, "Get out!" drives him away. By the fourth day of their move-in, George begins obsessively chopping wood for their fireplace and becomes easily irritated. Their daughter Amy tells Kathy she met an imaginary friend named Jody. Meanwhile, Father Delaney begins relying on Father Bolin for assistance after obtaining a mysterious illness. Fathers Delaney and Bolin try to head over to the Lutz house again to try and find the demonic presence, but suddenly they lose control of their car and crash it. George, Kathy, and their boys go to a wedding, and for whatever reason, they leave Amy in the care of the babysitter Jack, who gets trapped in the closet by the imaginary friend Jody, which freaks her the hell out. Fathers Delaney and Bolin ask for help from the church for the possibility of a demon in the Lutz house, but Fathers Ryan and Nuncio, their superiors, deny their request due to lack of evidence. George's business partner Jeff invites him to the Witch's Brew bar, where he tells him he is neglecting their surveying business. George punches him in the face, but no fight ensues. In fact, Jeff and his psychic wife Carolyn go to the house to try and help them get some time away from it. Carolyn senses an evil within the house, and in the basement they find a red-walled secret room that Carolyn says is the passage to hell, and they must cover it. The next day, Father Delaney attempts to ask God for protection for the family, but during the mass, he is suddenly stricken by the evil presence and turned blind, which discourages him from continuing to try and help the family. George eventually becomes possessed and attempts to take his family out with an axe, but is able to snap out of it in time. The demonic presence in the house goes wild during a thunderstorm, and the family make their way to the car to leave the house forever, but not without running back to grab Harry, their dog, ending the Amityville Horror.